Welcome, dear friends. Today is the 10th of May. It's 12:54 local time, and this is a market overview video. What I did this time, I just quickly took screenshots of all major markets, the higher time frames, and I pasted them in here, so I can basically run you all through the big picture, let's say, yeah, as I've done before. So just to give you an overview. So let's start with the euro dollar, of course, the big market. Here for our charts, now trading at 1.0541. Yeah, we know what happened. We had the massive down move, the downtrend against the down money longest, the squeeze move. Then we had some shorties coming in, the market going flat in a consolidation. You can see the last update videos of the last weeks. And it didn't break out of the consolidation because the down money flow was pretty low. Now, as you can see, we have stops below the low still, so it can still go down and take some of those. The price is a little bit trapped between longies on the upside and shorties below the price, so it can go flat, whipsaw around, okay? And only when there's a decisive decision by the dumb money or some decisive news, it will make a breakout. Base case would be, retest of the consolidation low, okay? Taking some medium-term stops here, the orange lines. Then shorty sellers, red bars get lured into selling, a breakout to the downside, and this would result only in a fake out and then to a breakout to the upside, something like that. Yes, so it's a complex situation. Remember, when the big one, euro dollar, is in a consolidation mode, in a ranging mode, even on the entire time frame, or especially on the entire time frame, this has implications for all other markets. This is a phase where scalping can be a good idea, where there will be lots of fake outs, etc. Okay, so this is a big picture, so to speak. We are still in the consolidation in euro dollar after this massive down move where the dollar got stronger compared to the euro, which we have observed and documented and traded over weeks. Cable followed the whole thing. Look at that. We had the big longy accumulation, dumb money buyers trying to buy a breakout, a reversal to the upside. So the smart money algos detected that and boom, pushed cable down as expected. Watch the last update videos where you could see this beautiful stops down here and the longies, where I said it will go down and take them. I don't think there was a trade video, but there were several update videos documenting that. Now we still have this empty here at the low of this little consolidation, some longies, so it could be that cable will also clear out the lows once more. Doesn't need to, okay, cable can be a bit tricky in those situations, but that would be one scenario, yeah. So I wouldn't be keen on buying into any reversal because it's unlikely it will just go up, even though it's so much out of the range, So I wouldn't try to buy cable, shorting at better prices, if anything. Dollar yen, after this crazy uptrend over a long time, now finally I think that we have a switch. The high was cleared just by a few pips, okay. The upper stops are far away. We have a down money switch to longies, okay. So it came off already. It looks like dollar yen will change into a different mode, and this uptrend will be over for now. Of course, it can retest, the highs or close to it. It can take some upper stops. There are a lot of shorties in the way, but even though it can be a bumpy road, it can, eventually come off, especially if more longies come in the next 20-30 hours. If green bars come in and keep on buying the dip, then it will actually do a reversal finally. Also, if there is a collapse in the overall momentum of the sellers, okay. Australian dollar just followed euro dollar, had a bit of own dynamics, which is why it didn't have a high correlation. Okay, remember what I explained before. Here you see where the longies keep on buying, so it didn't consolidate like euro dollar recently. Rather, it stayed in a downtrend and finished off these longies, yeah, up to the point where we had a bit of a dumb money switch. So I wouldn't be keen on trading it now. But the ones who sold Aussie dollar on the live charts, well done. Kiwi the same, a clean downtrend, had a pullback, but also longies kept on buying, so it just continued down. They did their own thing, opinion from euro dollar. And this situation is not a surprise. Pound yen kind of leading dollar yen a little bit, okay, went down, then some longies came in overall, choppy price action, but eventually came off against the longies as well, revisited the low on the power chart. And now pretty neutral. I wouldn't be keen on placing any trade there. We don't have any stop nearby. We are on the consolidation here within the whipsaw zone, low down money flow, so I'm not placing any trades in pound yen Euro yen a bit similar, but also had its own twist, let's say. So shorties came in trying to sell a breakout to the downside, entering expensively into the market. So they actually responded with a proper forward reversal up, as we've seen many times before. Then very whipsaw price action. Euro yen, of course, got influenced by euro dollar as well as dollar yen doing whipsaw moves, which is reflected here. Now some long exits coming off. Probably takes us empty, but neutral right now. Euro pound just to finish that off, so it has shorties coming in, so it went up. Yeah, note how it also did not follow euro dollar, but instead went up against its own shorties. If the market structure is different to the input pairs, they will follow their own market structure. We have seen that before. Bitcoin has shown before, a long is coming in, trying to buy, dumb money buyers, so the price dropped further against them, bringing them into loss, giving them margin calls, especially the ones trying to trade crypto margin get hunted. Yeah. S&P, as predicted in very old overview videos, okay, it's already coming off. Okay, so people are talking about are stocks turning. Well, they turned already. Good morning. They have been moving to the downside since this year. Okay, and they have properly broken all the trend lines, breached, I should say, and then the trend resumption. Okay, they cleared the recent lows again. Okay, this triple low here, look at this target. And fundamentally speaking, okay, with everything we've discussed in previous videos, macroeconomics, etc., it's not surprising that, you know, stocks are coming off. Silver came off against the dominant long. You see the 30-minute charts on live stream. Okay, it can continue. They can go for lower stops. The gold just taking this empty as we speak. So I'm not keen on buying metals right now in the short term. Long term could be a different story, but it seems early. Oil, we predicted the big up move, as you know. Now a pretty clean flag pattern, as you can see. Zigzag pattern on the higher time frame, like here, 104.37. Of course, looking at the Ukraine crisis and all that, it can attack the highs once more, but at some point, and it could be this year, things can reverse harshly as well. We have a big shift in energy politics around the world. Okay, we have increasing sanctions on Russian oil and all that. So I made the profit here. And now I stay away for, you know, this next period. And here I want to show you also on the higher time frame euro dollar. Okay, as we said before, look at that. Okay, it as expected, the dollar became stronger compared to the euro. And overall, look, this is November 2017. We are still in this consolidation. Now we are on the lower part of this consolidation. We took the low from 2020, and basically, you know, this was the base case. Okay, but the more time passes, at some point, you know, it will come into play whether, you know, here there will be some respect for the fact that we are moving towards an outer range situation. So of course there can be harsh grip moves and pullbacks if shorties come in. Okay, keep that in mind, because the base case is always, rather than a clean break of a consolidation, the base case is some bounce back, okay, and continuation of some back and forth, even on the higher time frames in such a situation. Yes. Okay, so here I showed you some major financial markets beyond Forex, as I've done before. It's pretty much what was predicted also in the last overview videos. It was a nice trading phrase. There were some quite easy trades, as we know, the last weeks a month. Now the trading period is a little bit more complex, with euro dollar being still within this kind of consolidation, even on the 4-hour chart. Okay, remember the number of head fakes compared to breakouts will be higher. This is, by the way, why in such a period ranging and scalping robots will perform better than trending ones, and then once this period is over, it will change again. Okay, so you can use the market causality also to determine which strategy, which boards, etc. can be used. Yeah, that's a whole nother topic I've touched upon before as well. So I wish everyone happy trading. I wish everyone a fantastic week. Stay safe.